Hey, Rachel here. I wanted to hop on here and talk about something that's not very talked about often. Even among us women and all of our friends, we usually don't talk about the fact that we pee our pants often. Bladder control is huge for women who have had babies, lots of babies. As you get older, maybe you exercise and you put stress on your bladder. And so I wanted to talk about solutions, things that you can do to help that. I had a friend do a video the other day on they were like tampons to catch the pee. And I'm like, what? Like I'd never even heard of those. Like I get what the tampons are for, but the other one was like for bladder control. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like I found a solution and I've been using it for years and I don't talk about it much with my friends because nobody really wants to talk about it. So I thought I'd hop in here, make a video, not for men, but just for women, okay? I've had 7 kids. I think after number 1, I peed my pants all the time, okay? We all know. You're walking down the street, you either got to cough or sneeze. I stop, I cross my legs, I cough, I sneeze, look around to see who saw me cross my legs, hope I didn't pee, and then I keep going, okay? You can't jump on the tramp anymore. You can't do jumping jacks anymore. You can't jump rope anymore. I couldn't even run. Like when I was running and playing tag with my kids or playing a game, like the pee would just come out, okay? And so I was like, there's got to be something. But you live with it. So if you go to the tramp park with your kids, you put a pad in, you know you're gonna be out and about, you put a pad in, okay? I love to do free weights. I love to squat. Every time I squatted, I would pee my pants. So I started wearing pads and then they would just fill up. Who wants to wear a pad every day of your life? That's like feeling like you have a diaper in. Women do not want that. We want to feel like women. We don't want to feel like we're wearing diapers all the time. We have to do it enough once a month. Okay, I've had a lot of friends, they go in and have surgeries. A lot of them get a bladder sling, things like that. I don't like to put anything foreign in my body. I want my body to have all of my natural parts, nothing extra, as much as I can throughout my life. Because I know once you start putting foreign objects in your body rejects them and you start having health issues. I don't want anything that has to be redone after so many years, okay? So I was looking for natural solutions. I know there are some surgeries that you don't put things in, but maybe you tighten here and tighten there. And my husband, he's a problem solver. And I was talking to him and we were figuring out that it was gonna cost several $1,000s. I think it was $5,000 or $6,000 to do a surgery to help this problem. So he's one of those people that he just searches and he searches for solutions to my problems and for other options instead of, $5,000. So he found a company online and they have a couple of products now. At the time, they only had 1 and now they have 2 that can help you plus Kegel exercise. We've all heard of Kegel exercises. Most of us do them wrong and they never work. So it's called incontrolmedical.com. I don't get anything from them. No links, no nothing. It's just I'm going to spell it out. INCONTROL, in control medical, MEDICAL.com. incontrolmedical.com. Okay. They have a couple different devices on that. I've probably had mine at least 10 years, okay? I was squatting and peeing my pants. Even with the first squat, I couldn't jump on the tramp. I couldn't do, jumps or anything. So I ordered this device. It was actually, I think, twice the price back then. I think I paid probably at least $300 or $400 for mine. And they had a medical one that you could go through your doctor and have your doctor order that was paid by insurance. And that one was $600 or $700. And I just opted for the one that was just the at-home, didn't go through my doctor, didn't do any of that. Probably because I didn't want to go into my doctor and have him try to convince me to have a surgery. So I just ordered the at-home one, okay? going to show you it in a minute, show you what it looks like, how to use it. Kind of looks like a sex toy, but it's not, okay? So what it does is it basically does the Kegel exercises for you the right way. If you've ever used a TENS unit, it works like that. Like it has a little pulse every couple of seconds that tightens those muscles and works to help tighten those muscles. And then over time, you have control of your bladder again. They now have a new one. So the one I got was called Apex, okay? Comes in a nice discreet bag so that, you know, your kids don't find it, okay? This is the device, okay? Does look like a sex toy, huh? I promise you, it does not stimulate you sexually. It does not, you wouldn't want to use it as a sex toy, okay? So it has these two metal plates, okay? And that's what kind of like pulses, okay? So you actually have to have a gel, okay? Use the gel that comes with it, okay? It's a Electrode Gel, salt-free. I think I bought an extra one when I bought it to have a couple of them. I didn't know how fast I'd use them. You put just a little line right there and a little line on this side so that it covers all the electrical part. I will tell you, if it doesn't cover it all the way, sometimes you get a little more zap than you want. It happened to me one time. Okay, you actually insert this into your vagina, okay, and then you pump it up, okay? So you're pumping it up, see how it's pumped up, okay, till it feels snug in there, okay? When you're done, there's a button right here. That's what like takes it back down, okay? So you pump it up till it's snug, then you turn it on. Now it has up and down things. So when you very first start, maybe you start at the lowest and then you do it for a couple weeks and then you can go up in strength and then you do it for a couple weeks, then you go up a little bit more, okay? I think there's 3 or 4, let's see, 4, oh, this one has 5, okay. Okay, when you're all done, shut it off, release the air, slides right out, okay? Usually, I lock the door in my bedroom, I lay down on my back, and I put this in, and you want to work up to 10 minutes each time, and I just do it right before I jump in the shower. So like I get done with my workout, I go in my room, I get ready to jump in my shower, and I just lay down, and I do this for 10 minutes before I hop in the shower. That way, you get in the shower, you cleaned up, you get all the gel off, everything. Like, it's really, you don't need to shower. It's not like messy or anything, but I'm already gonna get undressed anyway. So that's when I do it, okay? And then what it does is, you know, every couple of seconds, it gives a pulse, okay? So it's not this vibrating all the time. It just gives this pulse, okay? You can feel it, and it just tightens the muscle, and then it relaxes the muscle, and it tightens it and relaxes, just kind of like a TENS unit does. Like every so often it tightens and then relaxes. So as you move it up, then the intensity gets more and more, and then over time, like 90 days later, you're probably at the strongest one, doing it a full 10 minutes, and it's like no big deal. And the time goes by really fast. Nowadays, you could totally just take your phone in the bathroom or the closet with you and scroll social media for 10 minutes, because we all know we do it way more than 10 minutes a day. Check your email, send out a few texts, whatever. You're just gonna lay down for 10 minutes on your back, you know, put it in. Usually my feet are up in, you know, like bent, you know, like a sit-up position. There you go, sit-up position, okay? When you take it out, it has a little bit of gel on it. I just run it under warm water, wipe it off, and then just put it back in this bag. This bag actually keeps it really nice, keeps it clean, keeps it so you don't get any lint or anything on it, so that it's always a sanitary device. And you're the only one that's going to be using it, so you don't need to worry about all those other things. You can get like a nice soap and use the soap if you feel like you want to. Okay, that device is called the Apex device, and it's basically, it does Kegel exercises for you the right way. It did take probably a couple weeks, and I was like, oh, this is starting to work. And then it took maybe like 6 weeks. I didn't feel like I peed at all when I did my squats. And then I used it very consistent for several months. And then, like with all things, we kind of get out of the habit. And I didn't use it as consistent, but for using it for those 6 months consistently, and then just occasionally to keep it up after that, it actually repaired my muscle that it has lasted and it has never gone back to the way it was. And I want to say I used it randomly, and then I probably went a couple of years and didn't use it at all. And we moved and we're in a new house. And then occasionally I get to the point that I'm like, oh, I need to strengthen that muscle again. Like maybe I cough or I, sneeze or something, and I don't ever pee my pants, but I think, oh, I probably could have, or I squat or run or something, and then maybe I can tell that it's kind of loosening a little bit because I haven't been using it at all. And so I then pull it out and I'm consistent for a couple weeks, and it kind of tightens it back up, and it's kind of just like my maintenance. So by being very, very consistent in the very beginning, not only did it solve my problem, but it saved us like $5,000. And so when I talk about women like talking about surgeries and things like that, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a solution. Or they talk about like having to wear pads all the time. I'm like, there is a solution that is so much more affordable. Yes, it costs a couple $100. I think it's on sale right now for $189. And when you pop up the website, it has another save $60. So you're probably looking at $150 versus $5,000. So tell your husband you want a Visa gift card for $150 for Christmas if you're on a tight budget, and just use that to purchase your item, okay? I'm sure any husband that if you have this problem, they would love you to not have the problem. They would love you to, be able to play with your kids, run, exercise, whatever, and not have this problem. Or if you're looking at surgery, save you $5,000 and have this be the solution, okay? The other device is called, oh my goodness, now I totally spaced me. It's called, I'm gonna pause it and see. It is called a Tane. I was like, I can't think of it. This one's Apex, the other one's called a Tane. It looks similar in that it's still the same device, still has the metal things on each side, but it basically has the long part, and then it has a long cord, and then the device is separate so that you're actually holding the device, and then it's got a cord that attaches to the part you insert. So it's a little more probably user-friendly. It says that it gives you biofeedback. So as it's tightening your muscles, it's a little more high-tech. So it can give you feedback on when to increase. But overall, it's the same product. It's doing the same thing. It's, strengthening those muscles and helping you over time so you don't have bladder leakage. So it ran like $350. So it is a little bit more. It's a little more advanced. It looks like it collapses a lot smaller to be inserted, but same thing. It still pumps up. I still use the gel, still has it. So you can decide. You can decide which one you want to try. You can decide which one, might be best for you. You might want the high tech, or you might just want this one that does work fine. Maybe you have to reach down and hit the on off button while it's inserted. You don't have a device separate, but it does the same thing. It strengthens those muscles. On their website, they also have Kegel exercises and other things now as well to help you strengthen those muscles. But I will tell you, I am somebody that tried those Kegels on my own. When I'm sitting down or in a line or whatever, it never worked because I never did it the right way. So I wanted to hop on here, share my knowledge, okay? Wonderful knowledge that can help so many women. So even though I don't want to be, spread around looking like I'm sharing sex toys, which, share this with anybody that you know that has the problem, because wouldn't it be nice if you had a friend that's like, oh my gosh, learn about this. I don't know if you have the problem or not, but learn about this, because don't we all wish that we had learned things so much sooner? Like if I hadn't had to over 7 kids, 14, 15 years, pee my pants all those years, I would have like, oh my gosh, tell me what I can do to help that now. So share the love, share the video, pass it on, share it with other people. It's a video. Again, they can all go to the website, choose what's best for them. There's no link for me or anything. I will, maybe I will put the link of the company below the video so you can just click on it, but it's not my link. I don't make anything. I don't make a commission or anything like that. I just want people to know that there are things they can do to help solve that issue. So in the long run, if you were to buy those bladder tampons, this definitely would save you in the long run because it's a one-time purchase, not every single day when you work out. So that's it for today. Feel free. You can message me if you have questions. If you're just like, I don't know about this, you know what? You can message me. You can say, I saw your video about the Apex. I have a question. Very personal. It's okay. I talk a lot about poop with people in my daily job and their gut health. So I'm okay to talk about all those personal issues as well. So love everybody for watching and have a great day.